Good morning, children. Welcome to EVS class. Today we are going to learn part 2 of the lesson Pochampalli. Do you remember what did we learn in the previous part? In the previous part, we learned that Pochampalli saris are weaved in Pochampalli town of Telangana state. It is a traditional craft. People learn this from their elders in the family. With this information, let us move ahead in this part. From thread to cloth. Father brings bundles of thread from Pochampalli town. Mother then puts these threads in boiling water to wash away the dirt and stains. So, children, you already know that Vani and Prasad, their father, brings bundles of thread from Pochampalli town. So, Pochampalli town is near Pochampalli village. Okay, from village, their father goes to Pochampalli town. Okay, so Pochampalli town. From there, he is bringing threads of bundles of thread. Okay. Mother then puts these threads in boiling water to wash away the dirt and stains. So after bringing the bundles, they are put in boiling water. First the water is boiled and then bundles are dipped in this boiling water to wash away all the dirt and stains. Stains means when their bundles are kept here and there, so some stains of mud or any other thing, no, it gets stick to the bundles. So all these things are washed properly. So this is the first step of making the cloth. Okay, so very first step is to put the bundles of thread in boiling water to wash away the dirt and stains. Now which is the second step? Then everybody works to dye the thread with bright colors. So after washing the bundles, the second step is to dye. Dye means to color the thread, because the thread will be white in color. So which color sari they want to make? In that color it is dipped. The color is first prepared in a big vessel and then bundles are dipped in it, and mostly bright colors are used for this. Now the third step. These threads are then dried and rolled into bundles. Threads are dried. So after dipping in the dye, coloring it, okay, then the third step is to dye it. Okay, dry it, okay, not dye, dry, okay. Means in sunlight it is put. After drying, then it is rolled into bundles, and these bundles are later put on looms and cloth is woven. So these bundles are put on looms. What are looms? Looms are machine on which this is woven. Threads are woven to make a cloth. Okay, so this is the fourth step. This is the fourth step. So these four steps are followed for making a cloth. Okay, cloth or fabric. So let us recapitulate. The very first step is to put bundles of thread in boiling water to wash away dirt and stains. Second step is to dye the thread with bright colors. Third is to dry and roll into bundles. Fourth is that bundles are put on looms. Looms are machine on which needles are there, and these needles on these needles, these thread bundles are fixed. Threads are put on in horizontal and vertical ways, and then it is woven. Silk cloth and silk saris are woven from silk thread. So if they want to make a silk sari, then they have to use silk thread, and if they want to make cotton saris, then cotton thread is used, okay, for making cotton saris. So not only saris, cloth and sheets means bed sheets. So all these things are made. So I hope you have understood this. So let us move to the next part. The loom has many needles. What what is a loom? Loom means it is a machine. It's a traditional machine on which cloth is woven. Okay. Bundles are put, threads of bundles are put, and it is woven. It has many needles. The size and number of the needle changes according to the design. If the design is very small, needles are put closer and then it is woven, cloth is woven. If the design is a little bit bigger, then accordingly the needles are put with some distance, leaving some distance between them, they are put, and then the thread is put on it and it is woven. The weavers weave beautiful Pochampalli saris in bright colors. So mostly bright colors are used for it. Bright red, bright yellow, bright blue. Bright colors means a little bit dark and gaudy colors. Okay. Through their traditional craft, they have made their region world famous. So these weavers, through their hard work, through their traditional craft, these saris have become very popular. People admire their hard work, their design, their dedication, and they have made, through their hard work, they have made these saris world famous. Okay, these are very beautiful saris. Let us see how the craft is in danger. Great skill is needed to weave such special saris. It also takes many days of hard labor. After all this, it is difficult to get a good price for these saris. So children, great skill is needed means lot of practice and expertise. One has to be expert in weaving such special saris. So great skill is needed to weave such special saris, and it takes many days of hard labor. Hard labor means hard work. And after all this, it is difficult to get good price for these saris. See, these weavers, they sell saris to big shopkeepers. Okay. So these big shopkeepers, they give little money to these weavers. So they are not getting good price for their saris. So this is the first reason. And the second is silk is becoming expensive day by day. So day by day, the price of silk is becoming high. Weavers have to give more money to buy bundles of silk thread. And see, big shopkeepers give very little money for the saris, though they themselves sell them at very high price. So these silk Pochampalli saris are sold at very high price. When customers go to shopkeepers, they are giving lot of money to buy a sari. Okay, but these shopkeepers, they give little money to weavers. They buy at a cheap rate from weavers and sell at high price to the customers. So big shopkeepers are earning lot of profit, whereas weavers are getting very little money. So that is why many weavers are giving up. Giving up means they are leaving. Now they don't want to weave these saris. They are giving up their family craft. See, from generations they have been doing this work. They have made it world famous, but now they are leaving it. And the reason is because silk is becoming expensive and they are not getting good price for this. Many are leaving their village. So people are leaving their village. They are going to another village to work as laborers in big cities. So they are moving from one village to a big city. From village they are migrating to big cities to work as laborers. What is a laborer? What work does he do? A laborer is a person who carries loads, helps in construction work. Okay, at construction work they will carry bricks, mix the cement, concrete. Okay, so all this work a laborer has to do. So they are ready to work as laborers to earn little money. Okay, we need to solve this problem by helping them to get a better price. How can we help them? We can help them by getting good price so that they can run their family. Otherwise, the precious craft will be lost forever. So, this precious craft of our country will be lost forever. How it will be lost? It will be lost when people stop making these traditional saris. Okay, suppose in a particular village, in that Pochampalli village, when every family gives up this traditional craft, go and work as laborers, then they will forget how to weave the saris. Once they forget, they will not be able to pass it on to the next generation. If father forgets, he will not teach his son. He will not be able to teach his son. And then that son, when he grows up, he will not be able to, when he has not learned, he will also not be able to pass it on. So, like this, the traditional craft will be lost forever. So, in order to stop it, we should help the weavers to get better price. Children, let us now see some of the traditional craft of our country. Let us start with Kashmiri embroidery. So the design that you see on the screen is Kashmiri embroidery. So this embroidery has taken the name of Kashmir. Why it has taken the name of Kashmir? Because this particular embroidery is done in Kashmir. Okay. So this is beautiful, very beautiful. Floral print is there, and embroidery means thread work. When the design is made on the cloth, and on the cloth it is filled with colored threads, so it is called as Kashmiri embroidery. So certain traditional crafts have taken the name of the place where they are made, and they have become famous. So let us see, where is this Kashmir? So here on the map of India you can see, so this place here is Kashmir. Okay. Where is this embroidery used? By using this embroidery, different shawls, sweaters, mufflers, bed sheets, etc. is made. Okay. Now what are these? These are Kullu shawls. Okay. Kullu shawls. Kullu is a place in Himachal Pradesh. And in Himachal Pradesh, it is situated on hills. So these Kullu shawls are very beautiful. And let us see, where is Kullu in the map of India. Here you can see, where is Himachal Pradesh. So Himachal Pradesh is here. Okay, this is Himachal Pradesh. And let us see where specifically where it is. Again we'll see. Now what is this? These are Kanjivaram saris. Okay, these saris are again made in silk, and these are very beautiful Kanjivaram saris. So these saris, the name has been taken from the place called Kanchipuram in Tamil Nadu. So let us see, where is this Kanchipuram? Here in the map of India you can see this is Tamil Nadu state, and in Tamil Nadu this is Kanchipuram. Okay, so in this Kanchipuram, at this place, those silk saris are woven. Now this is Bengal cotton. Okay, now Bengal cotton, it is of very good quality, and it has become famous throughout the world because it is made in a particular state called Bengal. So let us see, where is Bengal. So here you can see this place is West Bengal. Here those cotton saris are weaved. Now this one is a beautiful Madhubani painting. Madhubani painting as you have already learnt about this in the previous lessons, see, Madhubani painting uses natural color. Okay, these Madhubani paintings are famous worldwide. It is famous, and Madhubani is a district in Bihar. So let us see where exactly is Madhubani. So here you see the map of India. This place is Bihar, and in Bihar this is the place called Madhubani, and those paintings are made in Madhubani district. So it has taken the name Madhubani painting and it has become famous worldwide. What are these? These are wooden toys. This is the traditional craft done in Kondapalli district of Andhra Pradesh. So it is also called as Kondapalli toys. So what is it? It is Kondapalli toys, wooden toys. So Kondapalli wooden toys. Kondapalli toys are famous. They look nice, no children? Let us see where is Kondapalli. So this is the map of India. Here you see this is Andhra Pradesh. And in Andhra Pradesh, this particular place is Kondapalli. And those wooden toys are made here. Now this one is Assam silk. Okay. In Assam, the silk is called as Muga. So Assam silk saris are also very beautiful. These Assam silk and the design you see, it is specific and made in Assam only. So let us see where is Assam in the map of India. So here is the map of India and you can see Assam here. So here that those silk saris are woven. Now this is Bandhani saris, okay, or Bandhani cloth. So these are Bandhani. Bandhani means tie and dye. So what is tied? A particular place on the cloth is tied and then whole cloth is dipped in color, specific color. So whole cloth is colored and the places that you see white in color, no, those places are tied. They don't become dye. They remain white in color. That part doesn't take up the color in which it is dipped because those particular places are tied. That is why it is called as bandhani. Okay, so this bandhani design, it is famous in Gujarat. So let us see on the map of India where actually is Gujarat. So here on the map of India you can see Gujarat here. Okay, so here that tie and dye method of this bandhani clothes are very famous and it has become famous worldwide. So children, with this we come to the end of the lesson Pochampalli. Hope you have understood everything. Thank you.